Jensen, you're not only looking at technological advances and thinking about how to do that, how to build this infrastructure, you have to be thinking about risks all the time, too.
Yeah.
What's at the top of your list in terms of risk assessments when you're looking at these things that pose a risk, pose a threat to the growth that you're talking about?
Well, there's a lot of technology risk, and there's a lot of, product design risk. There's a lot of those kind of things. But those kind of things are things we're good at.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, our company is good at building technology and building products, and so we're good at those things, and we're continue to be careful and thoughtful about doing those things. The things that are hard for us, that are new for us, is geopolitical risk, and it's out of our control. And the best thing that we could do is just inform policymakers and governments about the nature of AI, why it's different than previous technologies, to be accessible to them, to be informative to them, and then help them shape policies that are in the best interest of the world, the best interest of the countries.
So how far ahead of China do you think we are in terms of AI development at this point? How close?
Depending on which layer of the stack, but overall, I would say we're not far ahead. If you look at the entire stack, they're way ahead on energy. I am so happy that President Trump leaned into pro-growth, pro-energy growth, so that an entire industry above it could grow. If you could just imagine, without President Trump's pro-energy policy, that entire layer above the energy would have been constrained. China's well ahead of us on energy. We are way ahead on chips. They're right there on infrastructure. They're right there on AI models. Our models are better overall. OpenAI's is better, Anthropic's is better, Gemini's better. However, their open source models are well ahead of us. And then on the application layer, we have to be quite mindful because their applications are very fast moving. Their society is very quick in adopting new technology. They're under-regulated they don't regulate heavily at the industrial level. And so the applications in China are advancing incredibly fast. This is an area that I'm quite concerned about. I hope that American companies and American society are going to be fast in adopting AI applications, because ultimately this industrial revolution wins at the AI application layer, at the diffusion layer.
There was an analyst just this week who said that he's anticipating China will get NVIDIA's Blackwell chips by as early as next year. Do you think that's the case? If we are way ahead of them in chips, what should our strategy be? To give them better chips, or risk having them build their own chips that are better? But if we hold the advantage here, how do we, as Americans, think about this?
That's right. This is where a nuanced strategy is necessary. And we have to take a step back. President Trump had a AI Action Plan Day. And that AI Action Plan Day, he was very clear, and it's a very thoughtful and very America win around the world strategy. Ultimately, he wants America to win the AI race. So the question, when you take a step back and ask yourself, what does that mean? At the chip level, you want to have the most advanced chips. We want to make sure that the United States and American allies have the most advanced access to the most advanced AI chips. On the other hand, in order to win the AI race, you need to have all of the world's AI developers to be building on your platform. Just as we would, if you're an app store, you would like all of the apps to run on your app store. If you're an operating system, you would like all the world's applications to run on your operating system. If you were a chip, an American tech stack, you want all of the world's AI developers to developing on your American tech stack. That's true whether we're here in the United States or whether it's developers in China.
But
so this
from a defense
nuance,
perspective, we don't want them having the chips that are as great as we are, because we don't want them having access to that, particularly when it comes to the military.
No government, surely Chinese government, is going to be building their defense on Western technology. Nor does the Pentagon use Chinese chips to build our national security. And so they have plenty of chips themselves. Don't forget that this is a country not without any chips. They have Huawei. They have really, really sophisticated and really entrepreneurial startups building AI chips. They're manufacturing lots of chips. And so the fact of the matter is their military has plenty of access to their own chips. What we need to do is find a nuanced strategy that allows the United States to stay ahead, but for American tech stacks to be used all over the world so that the world builds on the American standard.
Are we on the way to being that global standard? I mean, you keep hearing about sovereign AI, and it seems as if there are these interests in creating parallel kind of AI ecosystems.
If we don't win around the world, someone else, if we preclude other people from building on the American tech stack, they'll have to use some other stack. I think David Sachs had a really simple KPI. He said, in 5 years' time, if the American tech stack is 80% of the world, then we are doing a good job winning the AI race. If the United States is 20% of the world, then we've lost the AI race. Now, one of the things that's really important is that developers are all over the world. 50% of the world's AI researchers are in China. China is 30% of the technology industry, technology market. The Chinese market is large. They've got 1 billion users. And so it's not a market that you could easily decide to walk away from if your ultimate goal is for America to win the AI race. Giving up 30% of the world's market right from the get-go, and then not allowing American technologies to diffuse and be proliferated around the world, we are essentially isolating American technology into America and forfeiting and conceding the rest of the world to everybody else. And I think President Trump would say that that would be not a condition for America to win the AI race. And so we have to find a nuanced strategy that allows America to have the best technology, earliest technology, but also to win AI developers around the world and win AI markets around the world.